Shlok 10th of the Gita. So till now we know that the Duryodhana was going to Dronacharya and talking about his army, that how weak he's feeling from inside. And we talked about that whatever is happening inside his body, why he's feeling so weak. We talked about all that. So the meaning of the 10th shloka is that Duryodhan is saying that this is our army which is controlled by Bhishma. Bhishma is their granddad, yet very insufficient. And look at the army which is controlled by Bhima. Bhima was the second of the Pandava brother. That appears so sufficient. So till now we know that Duryodhan army was very big. There were many warriors. There were all kind of things they have in their army. But then also, whenever Duryodhan looked at the army of Pandavas, he always felt that they are good. So now he's saying that after having so many things, why I'm feeling that my army is insufficient. And when I look towards the army of Bhima, why it looks me sufficient. So now let me put some light on why Duryodhan is thinking like that. So Bhima was like, many of us know that Bhima was like a bodybuilder and very strong from childhood. His body was strong and hard. And Duryodhan once tried to give him poison also, but he was unable to kill him. So Bhishma, the granddad, was his like marshal or general of his army. But then also he was scared. Bhima was not even technically a general in the army. He was just standing with the army. But then also with the fear, the Duryodhan was trembling from inside. Between Bhima and Bhishma, if we compare, so Bhishma is like more renowned, technically more advanced. In one-on-one battle, Bhim will be hardly any match to him. He was like more powerful than Bhim. And because he was old, so he had all kind of leadership skills. But then also, he was like experienced also. But after having so many things, why Duryodhan is thinking that like afraid of Bhima? Anyone can tell me why? Why he's afraid of Bhima? Like if we compare to Bhishma and Bhim, Bhishma was like more powerful, renowned, having leadership qualities. But why then he's afraid?
Yeah, one possibility that comes to mind is Bhishma is loyal to the throne, right? He's at this war because he's loyal to the throne, not because he believes that this is a fair war. So he's representing the unfair side. Whereas in that's Bhishma. Bhima has made a vow to kill Duryodhana at whatever cost. And so they're on the righteous side, and Bhima had made a vow that he is going to kill Duryodhana. So maybe those two could be the reasons.
Yeah, so like in a way you are right what you said, because Bhishma is powerful, having all kind of qualities, but he's not standing with righteousness. He's not standing with dharma. In the other side, Bhima army is not that powerful, but then they are standing with the dharma. So now we can see that we can say this shloka is kind of a slip of tongue of Duryodhana. Like whatever in his mind it's coming, he's just saying that. He's like so afraid that he's not holding anything back to him. He's just saying that. And another thing that, because Duryodhana was also a very learned person, and he knew that doesn't matter how much powerful is Bhishma, how is his charisma, he is going to be defeated, because he is not standing with the Krishna, he's not standing with the dharma, he's not standing with the righteousness. So from inside, from the day one, Duryodhana, not day one, from the moment, the first moment, he knew that I'm going to be defeated, because he knew that his army, or he is not standing with the dharma, the righteousness. So for explaining this, I was thinking how to explain. Like everybody knows the mathematics, right? So if the before decimal is the number is like 0, the first number, if it's 0, then doesn't matter how many 99999 you add, it will be less than 1. Everyone agrees, right? If the first number is 0, doesn't matter how big numbers are after that, its value will be less than 1. So Duryodhana feels like he knows that. Doesn't matter how much powerful people are in my army and how much resources I have, it doesn't even matter. How many argument I can give to support my cause, it doesn't matter, because I am the 0. So if the first number is 0, doesn't matter how many powerful numbers are after that, it all becomes 0. So he knew that okay, I am 0. So it doesn't matter whoever is coming to me, they all will become 0. Why he was thinking like that? Because he knew that he is on adharma. He is not on the right path. And in the other side, there is dharma, there is Krishna, there is the right path. So they have the number 1. So only number 1 is so much powerful that after 0, doesn't matter you put how many number, you cannot match it. 1 is 1. So the Pandavas, because of Krishna and righteousness, they were at number 1. And Duryodhana, because of his adharmic, not being on right path, he was like 0. So how many things you add to it, everything becomes 0. So it's like that. So in our life also, our number should be 1. Doesn't matter how many resources we have, how many things we have to support ourselves, how powerful we are. If our number is 0, then everything becomes 0 at the end. And if you don't have anything, only you are with the truth, standing all the time on the right path, you have everything. So this is the breakdown of this shloka. So always go with the number 1. That number 1 is truth. So the rules of dharma are justified at the place where you are not on the right path. Remember that day when Vandana, you asked about the dharma, like dharma is different for everyone, for every rebel person. For an animal, the dharma is to fill the tummy and reproduce. That is their dharma. So as the conscious level goes up and up, the dharma changes. So for here, the dharma for Duryodhan was to go and surrender in front of Krishna, or go on the right path. But he didn't do that. So it's right that he is like scared. He can complain, right? He can complain. He's scared. He's feeling like a victim. He's having a grudge in his heart. Even at this condition, when you are not on right path, you start cursing God also. And even at these kind of places, you can start playing foul play also. That, okay, I want to win. I will do anything to win. So we all know that Duryodhana's mom actually cursed the Krishna. Still now, the people say that Duryodhana and the Bhim, the fight between Duryodhana and Bhim was a foul play played by Krishna. So there are many things. And these things are till now not fully justified. So the righteousness will always help you to grow, help you to feel subtle from inside, help you to feel satisfied. And if you are not at righteousness, you will be always having many kind of unsettling thoughts inside you. Like one more example I can add. Doesn't matter how good electricity you have, bulbs you have, wire you have, plugs you have in your house, and it's the best of the quality, very beautiful and everything. But only if you don't have electricity, what are you going to do with all those things? Same way, if you don't have the power of dharma, power of righteousness, doesn't matter how many things you have, those all things are like useless for you. None of those things are going to satisfy you or make you happy from inside. So this was the 10th sloka. Any question in 10th sloka? Now he's telling to his army, like he's so scared from inside. Now he's going and telling to his army that for all means, now you all stationed in your respective position on all front, guard Bhisma in particular from all the sides. Like he's so scared that he's asking all the warriors in his army that you go and stand on your places and guard Bhisma. So the question here comes, why? Why he's thinking even like that? Bhishma is such a big warrior. Why he needs people to guard him? So one of the things which comes in the mind, it's like maybe he's trying to please Bhishma. He tried to please Dronacharya. Dronacharya didn't say a single word. Now he came towards Bhishma, his granddad, and trying to please him with his word. Why he want to please him? He want to please him because he knows that in the heart of Bhishma, there is love for Arjuna. So he want to please him, that he won't play any biased or partial towards Pandavas. So like he's putting all his effort, like kind of a buttering him that, okay, I'm worried for you. I'm taking care of you. You think about me. Secondly, he was given instruction to all the people that they should be aware of Shikhandi. Shikhandi was a person who was born to kill Bhishma. And in the previous birth, he was a woman. And this birth also, he was a woman. But then he changed his gender and become a man. So Bhishma said that only if Shikhandi comes in front of me, I'm not going to fight with, because I consider him as a woman. And at that time, the men did not fight with women. So everybody knew that if Shikhandi comes in front of Bhishma, he will put his arms down and the Shikhandi can kill Bhishma. So he told everyone that be aware of Shikhandi. Make sure that Shikhandi is nowhere nearby. And now the biggest question which comes, so defending Bhishma, this thought is also weird. Duryodhana was strong and powerful. And why he was concerned about Bhishma so much? Now we need to see what's going in his mind here, why he's saying these weird things. So can anyone answer me? What's going in his mind? Why he want to like save Bhishma?
I think that's the trend he's been following ever since the war started, right? First, he talks about, opposite sides and, and how, they're all powerful or whatever else. And then he starts playing with his side, people's psyche. Look at Shikhandi, she's born to kill you. So you should be extra careful and all of that. So I think he's trying to play both sides in a different viewpoint.
Okay. Anyone else? Rohit? What do you think?
Yeah, so Bhishma is the protector of the Kuru dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
That was his vow. So Duryodhana felt he had to placate him because he felt safe as long as Bhishma was there, nobody can touch him.
Yeah, that is also one, yeah, one cause. Yeah. So anybody else? No, that's fine. Yeah. Because from inside, he knew the Bhishma is very powerful, but then also Bhishma will be killed because Bhishma is standing with the wrong side. Because he was his granddad, so he had love for him in his heart. And he know that he's very powerful. But if you're standing with adharma, you will be killed. So if you are the word adharma, the thought of that is making the Duryodhan very weak from inside. He's first he was scared for himself, now he's scared for Bhishma. When you are standing with dharma, the righteousness, doesn't matter how small you are, you will be at the end, you will be the winner. But if you stand with adharma, doesn't matter how big it is, you are not going to win. So he knew everything. And after that, also, he was like so much worried. Now we can see that what kind of person Duryodhan became after standing with adharma. That having such a big army, all kind of warriors, weapon. After that, also, he's so scared. He's so suspicious. And he's like concerned that how all his army is behaving. Now, in the further, after 20th shloka, we'll see the same kind of thoughts are coming in Arjuna also. We'll discuss about that also, which is very important part of the first chapter. And how, what happened to Arjuna and how he came out of this kind of fear. So whenever something very big is happening, feeling scared, feeling worried is totally okay. Because this was a kind of like a world war. So all the kingdoms in the northern part of India and western and eastern India also, they all were together at that place of Kurukshetra to fight with each other. So it was kind of a world war. So in that kind of time, anyone can have the fear from inside that what's going to happen? Am I going to win or not? So during these times, we need only the clarity in the mind. The fear will come, the stress will come. We will be worried, but we need the clarity in the mind. So the situation was what? It was not bright, it was not dark, it was gray. In both the minds, we can see it was gray situation. They don't know what's going to happen next. So at this time, they needed someone who can give them light, who can show them the path. So in the first chapter, we have seen Duryodhan being so confused, in delusion, but he did not have anyone. He went to his guru, right? What happens? When we need guidance, where do we go? We go to our teacher, we go to our guru. So he went to his guru at that time. His guru did not say anything to him. And we will see later in the later shlokas that the same situation happened with Krishna, with Arjun. The Krishna gave him entire Geeta. Now we can see why Duryodhan had this kind of guru, why Arjun have a Krishna kind of guru. So here comes, it's according to what you deserve. If you are not on the right path, if you are not doing the right thing, you won't be having a right guru to guide you. in the difficult time. But Arjun was always with the dharma, with the righteousness. So in this difficult time, the Krishna was standing with him to guide him. And the Krishna did not give up. He tried 700 times with different ways to give knowledge and give strength to Arjun. So we can see how we are, that kind of guru comes in our life. So Dronacharya was very famous. Everyone went to him. But Krishna was not famous. Krishna was not even a guru. He was just a friend. But then also Arjun has a mind, the clarity in the mind to choose the right guru, the right person. So that we need, it depends upon us. Are we able to choose right person in our life or not? We know the story when both of them went to Krishna to ask for help. And at that time, Duryodhan reached before and he was standing in the next to Krishna's head. Arjun came later and he was towards the Krishna's feet. So when the Krishna woke up, he saw Arjun and he gave the first chance to Arjun to ask. Duryodhan objected on that, but then also Krishna said that doesn't matter who came first. Whom I saw first is my truth. So Arjun, you ask. Arjun would have asked the entire help, all the money, his Narayani Sena, and everything from Krishna. He had opportunity. There was a chance for having all kind of worldly and materialistic help. But Arjun chose Krishna. Arjun chose Krishna without any weapon in his hand. Krishna said that I am not going to fight in the war. But then also he showed his trust on Krishna. In the other part, Duryodhan was so happy from inside that, okay, the Arjun got the first chance, then also he refused everything. He refused all the worldly materialistic thing. Now, because of him being a foolish, I'm going to get everything. And it is said that Krishna's Narayani Sena was so powerful that it was never defeated by anyone. So can you see the feeling from the inside? What kind of feeling the Arjuna must be having towards Krishna? That doesn't matter. The happiness of entire world comes in front of me. It doesn't matter. I will be always with the truth. I will not go towards the worldly things. So you can see the difference in the character of both the persons. One is greedy, wants to take opportunities, doesn't want to follow dharma. One is so satisfied, always following dharma, and just want God in the life. That's why Duryodhan had a guru like Dronacharya, and Arjun has a guru like Krishna to ask for help. At that time, only with his decision, he lost the Krishna. Now, whatever he does, nothing is going to happen. In the war field also, he had a chance to go and talk to Krishna or go and surrender in front of Krishna. But his ego, he doesn't want to do that. He's scared. He knows that he's on not right path. But then also he's not doing that. Because in his mind, he's like a crown prince or king. And he will never surrender in front of anyone. So we can see the characteristic difference in both of them. How you are, that kind of people comes in your life. Now, can anyone tell me who defeated Duryodhana?
His own psyche.
Yes, psyche he was, but then also. What is there who defeated Duryodhana?
Bhishma, right? No, not Bhishma.
Bhima.
Bhima.
More deeper.
Adharma. Adharma
Okay.
defeated. Okay.
More deeper.
More deeper.
I will be
I
asking
think
2 questions from now. So everybody will be listening after that. We can say that Gita defeated him.
Yeah.
The knowledge of Gita, which he gave to Arjun, so the Arjun was able to fight and they defeated him. Because from the 20th verse, we'll see that how Arjun is running away from the war. And how Krishna is holding him and bringing him to the war. So the knowledge of Gita, that defeated Duryodhana. Duryodhana did not have anyone in his life who can give him that kind of knowledge. So if somebody is giving knowledge also, it should be always grace to have that. So this was the 11th shloka. Now from 12th to 19th shloka, it's very one line things are there. It's because when Bhishma saw that Duryodhana is so sad, so he took his shank conch and he started blowing it. Then after that, when Bhishma blew, then Duryodhana blew his. Then Krishna took out his Panchajanya and he blew it. So entire army, all the great warrior took out their shank, their conch, and they started to blow it. And meanwhile, they had like, cattle drums, board drums, cow horn, all these kind of musical instrument, they started to play. And it was a very big noise in the Kurukshetra, in the battlefield. So from 12th shloka to 19th shloka, they are just talking about that. They all, one by one, they took out their shank and they were blowing it. And the earth was trembling with all those sounds. So technically, we finished today till Shlok 19.